Hey, it's episode 15, 14 or 15. It's one of the mid-teens. I'm not keeping track. Starting off today in the little place I did last time with my little doggies. It is the little strip mall. The moon shining its light upon. Yeah, it's not done. I still have to add like compasses and some armor stands. I need to add workers and shoppers and some clutter here and there, vending machines. There's still a lot of things I need to be done here, but I don't feel like doing that. What I feel like doing is finding a bed. It's up here somewhere. And sleepy times are done. Okay. What I feel like doing is going over here and building some flower farms, some dye farms actually, so I can have dye to stock this place, which I should have done before. I already almost finished stocking this place. Look at this place is a bar that sells candles, and it's almost done. Each one of these is one dye. That one's almost done. This orange one almost done. But yeah, I should have made the dye farms before. I spent a long time just destroying. There used to be a lot of flowers out there. There are no longer. So yeah, flower farms. But I feel a little strange because I explained this at the end of last episode, which for me was like 10 minutes ago. But I'm gonna do it again. So this little patch right here, if I bone meal it, red flowers will grow, but only red flowers will grow, and then like only orange flowers will grow right here, and then white or whatever flowers will grow there. So I thought I could build one like this and then just have all the colors of the flowers that grow in this biome, but no, it's like a block-based flower system apparently. So I built six. I originally planned for 6. I'm going to make a 7th. It's a secret 7th building over that way. But these farms are actually all functional. I don't know if I can. Yeah, they do that. Here, put them back. So yeah, see purple. I got some purple and a white. They're not all perfect. They're gonna give you a lot of everything. But they look boring, so I'm going to build some stuff over them. What are they going to look like? I don't know. You saw the thumbnail. You know what they look like. Cheater. What I don't know is if the thumbnail has paths and custom trees or not. Because, you know, after I build the buildings, I'd like to make the terrain look nice, but I might be lazy and just go off somewhere else. Because there's some pictures up on screen. We've got my orc place. It's not done. I've got the gothic, spacey stuff. It's not done. I got this third option that is not finished. Probably some other stuff. Yeah, so here's another project we're starting. I have a bad habit of doing this, but I don't care. I have a problem. The first step is funny words comedy. I feel like I should say something before I start building these things, but no. And 4 hours later, these 7 buildings are done. So, to do a quick little rundown of them before I start on the terrain, because the terrain is not doing this place any favors. Get rid of that. Definitely need more color in here. That's okay. So this building is one of the unique ones. It has like a little workplace fire chimney stuff. Is this an awning? It's like a covered out. It's got that little extra room on the outside. This is the first place you see when you come in. I'm going to put the path here because spawn is right over there. The factory's over there. And the stables are up there. So, first place you see is this one. I might put a little guy working out here. We'll see. I don't know if I want to put any people in here because I kind of like the idea that it's empty for some reason. This feels more mysterious. We got this place. Yeah, this one kind of reflects the flowers because this one's a pink or magenta. I think it's magenta farm. And magentas have this tall variant, so I wanted to add something tall. And it just happened to fit right here in the middle of all the other buildings. And we got this tower. Yeah, I can actually see all the other buildings from up here, which is kind of cool. Right, and then over this way, we've got 3 little buildings in a nice little cul-de-sac. First one is the light gray. Not super happy with this one, but for a shell of a flower farm, I'm happy enough. This one is the yellow one. It has some unique honey windows. And obviously, you know, the red roof instead of the blue. And this one is the blue one. This one has normal stone bricks instead of tough. And then all the way over here on the other side. The orange building? Yes, orange. Another red roof. Normal windows. Doggies inside. And then I decided I could have just used blue and white to make light blue. But I kind of wanted to make a destroyed one, and the swamp is right here. So I think for like a kind of far off building, it works pretty well to have one like a little ruined version over here. Is it raining? No? Okay. So yeah, we got this little late addition. I do like the holes in the wall. There's some cool shapes. That's right underneath the glue farm. So the next step is pathways connecting them all. I'm going to get rid of all these trees, add some custom trees, and I'm going to terraform the ground a little bit, add some different colors. I'm not looking forward to recreating that shoreline. Okay. This, I could time-lapse this, but I have a feeling it's going to take me quite a while, and it's going to be kind of sporadic, because these were all planned. These 7 buildings, they were all planned out and then kind of copy and pasted in here with Lighmatica, which I've been doing a lot recently, and I just gotta say, it's been making things so much easier. I kind of feel a little bad using it so often, but I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. So, first step, I suppose, would be, hi horse, would be getting rid of all these trees. Yeah. Let's see how this place will look without trees. Cool. That was easy. And really, it always blows my mind how different things are when you take down trees. And I can see, it actually looks really nice over there. It's a nice little pond. Now I want to make a bridge and make a little house right there with a cool pond. God, can I ever just get a minute to relax? I always have to be doing something. I guess the next step would be terraforming. I don't like all this brown, so I'm gonna put moss around the edges of everything. And some paths. Gotta figure out how to ease this transition a little bit better. Oof, okay. Can't see anything with all this grass everywhere. Ah! You! Stop being a hole. Alright, so I softened this ledge up a little bit, made it a little bit more circular. It's almost kind of Like, this kind of seems like a weird central area, even though it's not. There's a better central area over there. Like, for like a water fountain. I think a water fountain here might be too busy. This little mountainy downslope here. I also need to remember I can have rocks. I kind of want rolling rocks here and there, but I'm not good at it. Thinking that far ahead right now. I feel like I used to be much better at terraforming, and I could go watch my old videos because I did say how to do some of the stuff I was doing, but I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look different. I got this more of a steep ledge here, which is reminding me that I should probably have more steep ledges around to kind of make more of a wall to kind of finish the area so I know my limits. Now I'm working my way out from there, and I'm gonna work my way in from here, and I kind of have them meet in the middle, so that way I don't. That way it doesn't look like I don't know where I need to end, so I'm gonna do the end. That makes sense. Work backwards. This side's a little bit tricky because it kind of just goes on forever to feel that way. So I made this little tiny lip. It's just a little 2D, one-dimensional. I don't know. It's a facade. As is everything around here. This part is not the fun part. This is fun. This is not fun. I should have moved my beacon over here. Hey, a bee. This is a little bit better. I've got these two connected. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe a path here? Whoops. Hopefully this side should be easier. It's just one trail. Goes around here. I'll have to fill this in some and stick it over there. Still trying to figure out this area. But so far I think it looks pretty good. Ravine? Reconnect over here. Where the bees are. Whoops! That was the wrong weapon. I might have gotten a little carried away. It is now 3 days later, and it's much more than just shaped. So I did shape it all out. Replace the edges with moss, and then I put mossy cobblestone underneath it. And I really do like it. Let's get this. Yeah. So what I have so far is a little valley entranceway. And it's not 100% done. I got obviously that. But spawn is over there. I got the factory, the stables come in right here. It perfectly outlines that little tower. Stop by a little blacksmith workstation thingy. And you've got a circle, probably not a fountain, but maybe like a tree, like a big tree here. Path goes down, splits off into two, obviously that way. And then this one comes down here and splits off into three. My favorite path is probably this one that goes up and around. This one goes down and around, and this one cuts to the middle. The next thing I think I want to do is I want to get some yards in place, some little personal gardens before I start working on the wilds. So I need to like block off, fence off people's property. What the heck? Not the final design, but it's a good placement for a little garden back here. I don't know why there'd be a gate here. Not really a good place for a gate. I also don't know how you would get it. I don't care. I'm starting to think maybe more walls is the correct answer. What does it look like if... Silly. It looks silly. This is a little bit better. I like how choppy it is. Gonna run down. Can't parkour over it. Fences set up everywhere. I might replace them with some iron and tough or something later, but for now, this is fine. That's all I really have over here. Okay, what's next? I got a lot of trees I want to build. Trees, and then rocks and shrubs. Fill out the pathways. Let's put some trees in here to make it look a little less sad. I'm getting surprisingly anxious because I've got 3 different colors of trees and 4 different heights of trees, and I don't know. Obviously, you know, small in front, big in back, so you can see all the pretty designs, but I don't know where to put them. Like tall, and then like medium, smaller, medium, and then baby size. Oh man, this is giving me way more anxiety than I thought it would. I thought this would be the easy part. I've been running around here for a while, just, I cannot, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna start putting down some trees and just going with it. You can always take them down, no big deal. Plus they all get the same base, so I can change them. I can change the size easily anytime I want to. Why is it such a hard decision? It's just trees. I'm never coming over here again. It's a flower farm. Alright, I got one tree in. Get these out of here, they look awful. Okay. One down. I do feel a little bit silly because I made this entrance specifically to see the tower that you can no longer see. So, but it peeks out a little bit for now until I put more trees in. Whatever. Fine. Okay, I got 6 trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These ones I specifically made to hang lanterns. That's why they're only these ones for now. I got some oak and some spruce designs. For now, just doing some lights. Speaking of ruining the eyesight, the eye line, whatever, the visuals of the tower, yeah, there's this tree. Hi, horse. You're a good horse. Let's go get more lanterns. Just got back to my thing. I don't remember putting a dirt here. How did that happen? How does that even happen? It's been forever since I've been here, and I gotta say now, I am glad I made a moss and globe thingy farm because it is, stop jumping. It is, it's awesome. I was like, I'm never gonna use this. Why did I build it? Now I'm using it a lot. Now I know this kind of takes away from the whole aesthetic of the mossy cobblestone, but, it helps with not dying and exploding constantly. So, I chose to do this. I've spent a while doing this, and I just realized this will prevent me from putting grass and stuff in front of these. I'm just gonna put away all the ones I brought with me, and I will just deal with this issue later. It's not that big of a deal. I was gonna put this stuff underneath trees anyways, like the trees without the lanterns. I put this on the bottom of the leaves. Alright, I now have a lot of trees. See, I have 4 designs. Each one has 8 variants. 4 times 8. Oh, I only have 3 times 8. That's like 20 something? Let's just say 30. I got 30 trees. These ones all have lights. I've been working on this place for like 4 days now. I don't remember what I have not explained about all this. I've got like a Funko Pop in a little case behind me, and the TV's reflecting off it. My cat is losing her mind. It made me worried for a second. I was like, what are you looking at? I figured it out. So I'm having fun with doing this. Okay. Bow. This is a weird view. It just kind of goes right off into nowhere. Let's get rid of that tree. But I have not planted. I built 100 trees. It took a long time, and they are little trees. And I'm not done. I'm gonna need probably 100 more. I think I might be happy with the amount that is down here. But on this ridge line here that goes across the whole property area, I need trees to kind of block off, you know, the outer world. And I think 100 is probably a good number. I'm just gonna fill it up. I'm not gonna do an exact amount. Unless I get to like 97, and I'm just gonna throw 3 more in there, because it'll drive me crazy otherwise. So I got trees there. That looks really good from over here. I might add some little tiny baby trees. Kind of look like this. Just kind of like that around. I wouldn't consider those trees though, so I'd add some around to kind of make it come down a little bit more. Over here, the place is pretty much completely Obstructed by trees, and once you get up here, all that's obstructed by trees. Once you get up here, you can't see that one, but you can see this one. I got a few stragglers over here. Yeah, but I'm tired of trees. I don't want to do the ridge line of trees right now. I kind of want to do... So I can't put flowers and stuff underneath here because the glow lichen. So I thought I'd put some dirt underneath it, because I think you would have dirt under there anyways. And then trees and stuff. I'd probably put dirt here too. Yeah, just where I can't put stuff. Oh, I can't put stuff there. That's no big deal. Okay, dirt time. All right, I've got a bunch of dirt placed all over. Not everywhere, but all over. Now I gotta figure out what to do with grass. Where do I want it? Everywhere? Every single block? Or just like some of the blocks? I gotta say, I really do not know what I'm doing, because I spent so much time... Okay, also I made a path and some little walls. But I just spent a lot of time harvesting and then putting some grass around the edges and everything. Planted a little bit more small trees. I made the path, but then I just started bone milling everything. Like, why bother putting all the small grass around if I'm just gonna bone mill it? I thought about putting like little flower patches around, but this is just so much quicker, and it's really not that big of a deal. There we go. So I think I'm just gonna bone mill from here on out. So honestly, it doesn't look that bad. And I can always chop down this tall stuff if I want to, but I kind of like it. But then in the yards like this, I think I'm going to keep those a little bit more well manicured. Yeah. Yeah. That, no. Yes. Now, let's get a look at it from over here. From a distance, well, that's better. It looks pretty decent. I like the spread of the trees, and they're kind of grouped together, but groups that are kind of far apart. The grass doesn't look great from out here. Partly because it's a different shade of green than the moss, and it kind of, to me, clashes kind of in a weird way. But if you get closer, the grass is so chaotic that it really makes you want to stay on the path, because it just gives me anxiety looking off path. That's good. That's kind of what I want. People's yards are moss. Think about putting like the flower, but they already have the flower. I don't want to do too much of it. The backyard of this place, however, is very colorful because it is made of coral. It's like flowers, but not. Let's see, what else do I have? I also made a little pond over here. I like this pond. Let's see, over there, it's just a bunch of grass. I probably just bone milled everything. I gave up. I was like, I don't have time for this. I already spent a week on a flower farm. It's a dye farm. It took me like an hour to make all the dye farms and a week to do all this junk. And instead of building trees up on top, like I originally wanted to kind of block off everything, I just bone milled it, got some tall grass, called it good. I still don't know what I'm going to do in the middle. Maybe a fountain. Maybe another pond. Another pond would be cool. This would probably make a good storage room. I'll probably put barrels in there and put the dyes in there. What else do I have? I gotta get rid of these barrels that are not supposed to be there. I also made a sign. Ta-da! It's the flower farm. Unless you look at it from this distance, then it's nothing. But if you look at it from here, it's the flower farm. Can you leave me alone? Hopefully this gets a point across. It's kind of hard to make an E. But, they'll get it. Dude. Ow. Ow. Got some little baby dirt. Yeah, I think that's it for this place. It's taken a lot longer than I wanted it to. But I think it was worth it. Geez, there's so much more I wanted to do. I might do a little bit. I wanted to put pots around with flowers in them, like some wagons here and there, bring some life to it, but I need to do that everywhere, not just here. So maybe in some episode I'll go around and bring a little bit of life to everything I've done so far. Or not, you know. You know me. Classic not doing anything guy. Now for the fun part of moving all of my materials. Those like 7, 8, 13, 15. I have like 15 barrels full of junk. I need to move back to my house and then organize. I don't know where like my leads are because I have boats for these, but I don't know. It's just like a boat, but no leads. Just how I get the boats around. So I might have to go kill some more lavas. Come on, lead. 2. I should have like 9. No. This will be fun. I do have a secret chest over here. I think I'm going to keep it over here. Just because it's a secret chest. Nothing. This is where I used to keep my horse. Now, I don't like it in here. Yeah. Also, I completely forgot, I was going to do this out of mud, but now I think I'm just going to do sand, because the mud was a little too dark. So I need sand for my beach. So, yeah, it's not even close to being done. See if I can do this. Okay, walking forwards, backwards, and reverse is not fun. If I'm going to get these out anywhere near on time, I have to stop now, or it will be another month before I get all those trees and the beach and my pottery and wagons and all my buddies armor standed to life. Here, where am I going? To trying to talk and think. Gotta call it quits here so I can make it to sign. And it's raining. Oh, Jesus, it's stressful. Almost done. There we go. Bye.